TDSAT, that's of course the Telecom Tribunal, and they have said that 3G packs, roaming packs that is, do not violate any norms, and they have quashed the Department of Telecom order which said that the 3G roaming packs were a violation, and in fact they've allowed telecom companies plea to go ahead and continue with 3G roaming packs. Just to put it in perspective, remember that Bharti Airtel had approached the TDSAT regarding the 3G roaming dispute. The Supreme Court, in fact, had then asked Bharti Airtel to approach TDSAT, for this particular issue. And just in terms of the latest developments as well, just yesterday you had the news of a couple of other companies as well entering into 3G roaming packs, the likes of Reliance Communication as well as a Tata Tele as well as Aircel had entered into packs to allow 3G services to its customers across the country. Take a look at what the stocks are up to as well. As you can see, Bharti Airtel has been under pressure all through the morning ahead of its numbers. Idea Cellular, of course, digesting the numbers as well. But once again, you can see some bit of perkiness and a pickup coming through on the stock as it digests this news. Even a Reliance Communications looking pretty active as it's up by 0.4%.
We've got Sanjay Kapoor of Bharti also joining in. Thank you, ex-CEO of Bharti. Thanks very much for being with us, Mr. Kapoor. Certainly a shot in the arm coming in for telecom companies as the TDSAT has said that the 3G roaming packs do not violate any norms. Your initial views?
Well, I happen to be on the other side of the table when this got challenged, and I think the operator fraternity was very clear at that time that the NIA very clearly specified that this was allowed, and I'm glad that the courts have given a positive judgment on the same. In a country where this move was benefiting everybody, including the exchequers, we did not understand what was the issue. And of course, the consumers should be happy because after a particular while, there was an embargo put on any new customers being inducted on intra-circle roaming circles for some of the operators. And I'm absolutely happy that many of them would like to come back and some new intake of customers will happen. While I say that, I also believe that, this utilization of ICR will be short-lived because eventually 5 megs of spectrum shared between several operators cannot suffice too much in a data-hungry environment. So I believe that most operators will acquire their own spectrum in all these circles, and therefore the importance of ICR will come down.
Mr. Kapoor, morning. We've had news about more and more telecom players coming together to share these services. So just the latest one being Reliance Communications, which had tied hands with Tata Tele Services as well as Aircel. Do you think we could be seeing some more tie-ups like that? Or do you think each of, like you mentioned, that given the limited supply right now, each of these companies are more likely to go ahead and try to garner more spectrum themselves where they can operate the 3G services?
Look, very clearly, sharing of live infrastructure is good because you're able to utilize your assets well. It is good for the operators, it is good for the customers, and it is good for the nation. However, the entire data evolution is so spectrum hungry that if you go by the example of the developed countries, you clearly see that even hundreds of megs of spectrum are falling insufficient to meet the unsatiated demand of consumers. And therefore, to find viability of sharing 5 megs, 10 megs of spectrum could be very interim in nature. Although I'm absolutely for sharing of infrastructure, and I believe, like I said earlier, it's good for everybody in the ecosystem.